Hey guys, Az here and welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, and in fact welcome if you're new around here. My name is Az and I basically do Sims for speed builds. Today's build is, I'm calling it the Mothership, right? Because it's very heavily inspired by an alien spaceship type dealio that I saw on Pinterest. Again, this is where all my inspiration comes from. But it's one that I saw on Pinterest and felt like I had to give it a go at replicating. I'll throw it up on the screen for you guys to have a look at as per. But yeah, I wanted to try and find inspiration. Images all similar is what I used. So I think there was like heaps. I browsed Pinterest and then I just ended up going down a rabbit hole because there was image after image after image that were all like really similar. So I just took that and ran with it as far as I'm concerned. And I'm pretty happy with the end result. It's definitely taken a while, I suppose. Like it was, again, I f***ing hate working with circular rooms. Hate it with a passion. They just don't pick up the items in there, don't recognize them, and then they're just I get angry. And I'd really like to know if anybody else has a similar problem where you place an item and then you can't actually get the item because the actual floor plan gets in the way, and like whenever you're hovering over the item, it's the floor that the game picks up as, you know, what the little cursor's hovering over, and it's just not the same, and it is annoying. And again, I think I've ranted about this in my last 3 videos, well, the 3 Kirby ones that I've done. It just, yeah, drives me. But moving on to happier things, I guess. It's done, and I am again pretty stoked with the end result. As usual, it's available for download on the gallery. I've really been enjoying building on The Sims just recently, actually, because I sometimes will quite often do, I sometimes will dabble in doing Planet Zoo type builds as well, but not so much the habitats, because I know there are a lot of amazing habitat creators out there, and I'm not, that's not my strong point. So I leave the habitats up to the actual experts, like Delay Designer and Rudy Red. I don't actually remember his YouTube name, but it's Rudy. Rudy is his name. There's a group of them that are making a zoo at the moment, and they're doing all the habitats, and they're absolutely incredible and they're absolutely beautiful. So I leave that part up to the actual good YouTubers that, you know, are good at building Planet Zoo, and then I am more inclined just to sit back and do guest facilities and staff facilities because I like playing with the shapes that we get given, giving random curves where you might not expect there to be, like, you know, modern curvy, if you know what I mean, if that's even a style. Is it? I don't know. I should probably try googling that one day, to be honest. Modern curvy might have a few interesting designs for me to try out, I suppose. But yeah, in the build, it took me, the one that we're doing at the moment, obviously, it took me a wee while to figure out a lot in terms of placement. Like, I started trying to draw things down on my notepad, but then it wasn't working, so I had to to be honest, I kind of stopped recording for a while and was like, right, let's just have a think, have a wee play with what we've got there at the moment. And then I expanded on it slowly from there and started recording when I was ready, when I felt like I had some ideas, and was ready to start, you know, showing you guys again what I had come up with, I suppose. It was a long process because I've never really built anything like this. I've definitely noticed that I've started to up my game a little bit. I'm discovering slowly that you can do a lot of really cool things with roofs. So the roof tool is my inspiration. That, and there's like this Get Famous box. It's like kind of like a shelf. It's like one of them side table dealios. It's like the $1,000 box. But it's really easy to sort of make circles and curves and really beautiful shapes with the simplest objects, and I'm loving it and I'm excited about it because I've discovered this exciting new thing, this new tool that I can, you know, play with. I suppose different ways of doing things. It's interesting, to say the least, and I'm really loving being able to, I guess, explore that and show you guys what I'm coming up with. But we'll talk about the build again for a little while. It is very much all over the place. There's a lot sort of going on. I wanted to make it kind of like, I wanted to make it an alien spaceship, but then at the same time I wanted it to still be, you know, possible for human Sims to use it without sort of it being weird, if you know what I mean. So there's a science lab upstairs that's absolutely massive, and it's got a whole bunch of those strangeable plants, as well as like the get to work plants all over the build. I have used sleeping pods in the bedroom from Get Famous, just as, you know, just because it sort of fit with the spaceship mothership type deal vibe of the build, and I thought that would really work, and I think it has. The bedrooms in this build there's 3 of them, so I sort of figured it would be kind of like the captain's room, which is all nice and bright and beautiful, and then there's 2 other bedrooms that have only got 2 beds in them each, or 2 pods I should say each. So there's room for 5 Sims, but then again it's always really easy for you guys to rearrange my builds and to put different beds and different furnishings and stuff in there. Just like I say, be careful of the round rooms, because yeah, you've got to zoom right in close to an actual item before you can actually, you know, grab it, pick it up, or change its color, or move it, or change its size, or change its location, or anything like that. And it's really finicky and fiddly, and as I have said a million times before, a pain in the ass. The Sims really needs to help me out and do something about it, because it drives me nuts. We're working on the shape of the roof at the moment, and again, this is where I drew loads of inspiration from those pictures that I found on Pinterest. Just the curves and the fact that they came right up to the roof, and I off camera tried a couple other things with the roofs that sort of curved out and sort of made like 8 petals, if you know what I mean, coming off the top dome. Using the same sort of colored roof, obviously, because I saw like another image that had done the same, you know, the what do you even call them? The kind of like, then it begins with C and I can't remember the word at the moment. Custom, no, I don't know. It's basically an image that has been drawn by someone as inspiration and, you know, ideas and just, you know, fantasy worlds. And it just looked really good because it had, how about I just put it up on the screen? Here you go. This is the image that I was looking at. Gosh, that makes it easier. The petals, you see what I mean, on top. I did try doing that for a little while, but quickly discovered that I didn't like how it worked in The Sims, so we gave up on that pretty quickly, and just kept it as is. But I think that was like the very last thing that I did off camera, and it was like I didn't record anything after it because I'd pretty much finished everything else. I also did a study in this build and I forgot to record it because I thought I'd done every single room, and then I went back to it to take the screenshots, and there was about 500 different things that I'd forgotten to build or add to, or, you know, wallpaper that I'd forgotten to put down, or tiles or something like that I'd forgotten. So I had to redo it and then take all my pictures again, and my brain has just not been with me today. Like I'm very much scattered all over the place. But hey, we got there, and I am really, again, quite stoked with the end result. So yeah, these pods that you're seeing on the inside of the sort of walk around, I forgot that I did that. I was going to try doing 2 domes on top of like a rectangular type, ovular type room, and then decided very quickly, no, they look like boobs, we're not doing that. So very quickly deleted that again and was like, nope, we're not doing that. We're gonna try something completely different. We'll make the room even, so it's at least just 1 dome. Yeah, moving on rather swiftly. There's only 2, well, not 2, on each side of the build, so all 4 sides, I suppose. The opposite room is the same shape, same layout. So one's inside, one's outside. One's a room, the opposites are rooms, and then the other opposites are outsides, if you know what I mean. You all know what I mean. But it's just basically there's a teleporter on one side, and then on the other side there's outside seating with a whole bunch of planting pot type dealio that you can use. And at the moment they've all got those Strangerville plant evil spore things in them, but Again, really easy just to go into buy mode and delete them, and then, you know, put your own sim plants in there, whatever you want to use them for, I suppose. I just figured for aesthetic and for the look of the build so far that the pods would do the job quite nicely. So yeah, stoked with that. And yeah, we are back to figuring out some sort of roofing situation. I messed around with the stairs that led up from the very first level up to the main level for quite a while, actually. Like, I kept coming back and leaving and coming back, so I had to move them around a wee bit when I put the roof dome on, and then I realized, oh, hang on, I've got a whole nother level that I can play with, so I moved the roof dome up again, and it was just, oh, there's a lot happening. Again, scatterbrain. But yeah, pretty happy with how the roofs have all come together. Like I've said before, like, it is good to explore with them, and I'm loving what we can actually do, especially with the Shift C tool on roofs, which, you know, gives us more warp points, which is really, really super helpful. But yeah, as usual, I think I may have already said this already, but I'm going to say it again. The lot is available for download in my gallery. You can download it with the hashtag Azrnyx, or my EA ID is Azrnyx as well as the fact that the link is always going to be in the description down below if you just want to check that bad boy out, and you'll be taken straight to the website version of my gallery. And yeah, you can just find it from there, as well as check out any other builds that I've done that you may or may not want to put into your game as well. Yeah, I can't remember if I video myself doing the landscaping for this, but that's very last anyways. I jump around a bit again. I do finishing, and then no, I don't. I think I do it all about the same time. Oh, you'll see anyway. I'm going to leave you to enjoy the rest of the video in peace, so that you don't have to deal with me talking your ear off. Yeah, I really hope you enjoy watching. I definitely had fun, mostly, building this, and I am pretty stoked with how it's turned out. It's cool to be able to edit the actual picture into the clouds as well. Like, that I figured would look, you know, wicked in a thumbnail, so it's not false advertising, I swear. Most of it is true. But yeah, that was the idea, is that this was a spaceship, a mothership for that matter, and that it was supposed to be in the clouds in the first place. But, you know, you can't build Sims builds into the clouds, so this is what we've had to work with for now. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, any of that crap if you feel like it. Of course, you don't have to, because I don't blame you if you don't want to. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day, and I will talk to you next time. Bye, guys.
Burning bridges to the ground, so take away what's left of me. Blinded by the ones I lost, connecting lines of which we cross, dropped off the scene that side, wishing to have one more fight left in me. The life I see, what's left in me. connecting lives is what you planned. After all, let's take a chance. Turning dust into diamonds, turning love into guidance. A second chance, let us commence. That's what I love. The life I see, what's left in me. Burning bridges to the ground. Take away what's left of me. Burning bridges to the ground.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go.
remember the feel of the air touch my skin. Am I real? 'Cause I felt something leave from within. I feel empty. Have I got nothing left to give? Am I living? 'Cause I only felt alive with him. I'm driving in the night, the hood down. It's when I feel alive, when no one's around. The darkness deep inside comes to light now. But it's alright, it's alright. I can break no heart if I got none. I won't break apart if I stay on the run. But sometimes in the night I miss the sun. Why did darkness come? I felt my body break, my heart give up. Why did darkness come? I felt the lightning shake me into hell. Why did darkness come? I wanna stay in here where I belong. Why did darkness come? Something keeps waking me up. Why did darkness come? Why did darkness come? Break, my heart give up. Why did darkness come? I felt the lightning shake me into hell. Why did darkness come? I wanna stay in here where I belong. Why did darkness come? Something keeps waking me up. Nothing left to give. Darkness.